So this is my Isuzu D-max Vcross, and I've been driving it now for the last 4 to 5 months, and I want to talk to you today about my experiences from being a van driver for my everyday work life to having a truck, and also how it's been for me, especially as a working dad. So one of the things that people said to me about getting the truck is that I wouldn't actually be able to get everything I need for the day-to-day on there. But so far, that hasn't been my experience at all. As you can see, I've got long lengths of timber on there. I've had my big ladders on there. And even on Friday, I loaded a fully glazed aluminium bifold door into the back, strapped it against the sports bars, delivered it to my site on Birmingham, and got it installed all in the same day. When I chose the setup for the back of this truck, I actually decided not to have one of the cab tops on there, and my reason for that is I still needed it to be versatile. I needed to be able to sometimes strap long lengths to the sports bars, so that's what I went for. I went for a fully waterproof mountain top roll bar, and it means that I've actually not been restricted in anything that I carry. Yes, I do have to be a little bit more organised and make some compromises with the tools and things that I bring to work, but I also know that when I had the van, I probably carried a hell of a lot of stuff every day that I just didn't need. So this is why I've got my setup perfect now with my velocity bags, power tools in 2 of them, hand tools in 1, and if there's anything else extra I need to bring to work, I've still got all this space to fill. I'm going to take you inside now and show you one of the great features about this mountain roll top. It's actually got adjustments on the top, so you don't have to have it all the way fully back. You can actually set it back at different stages. So if you've got stuff on the sports bar strapped in, you can actually keep your tools and stuff dry, majoritively, at different points, depending on how far you set back the top. So now I'm going to go over a few of the comfort elements, the luxury elements that you get driving a nice truck like this compared to your run-of-the-mill work van. Obviously, it's a nice place to be. It's all leather interior. It's got a great cab setup. It's got a really good interactive screen, Apple Play, it'll automatically connect, and it's got a few nice luxury touches. I mean, there's secret cup holders everywhere, there's secret pockets, there's a wireless charger for my phone built in just over here. Storage wise, luxury wise, it hits all the notes, and it's just a really nice place to be to and from work, and also when I'm out and about with the family. One other thing that with the truck compared to a van you don't actually have to compromise on is your driving position and your leg room, because I don't know if you're like me, every van I've ever had that had a bulkhead, I kind of felt that I had to sit a little bit too close to the steering wheel to feel comfortable on long journeys, where with the truck I don't have that restriction. But don't take my word for it, jump in now, we'll go for a spin and I'll show you what a nice place this is to be whilst driving around. Let's get down to a bit more of the nitty gritty. What is it like to drive a truck every day compared to having a van? And yes, there are definitely things that need to be taken into consideration. One, and I do see it as a positive, it has forced me to be a lot more organised when it comes to my jobs. I was always someone who would quite enjoy the process of going and choosing, picking up materials nice and early. Where now, depending on what they are, whether they're big, bulky, heavy or long, I organise deliveries, which does take the luxury of being able to choose exactly which materials that you want for your job. I have had a couple of experiences which, you know, I put down to more the supplier rather than the truck, but if I've ordered long timbers to site, they don't always send the nice straight ones, which I would normally have the luxury of picking and choosing when I go to pick things up in the van. But on the whole, I've enjoyed the fact that it has forced me to be more organised.
Imagine.
Do you need any sugars in your hot chocolate?
No, thank you. No.
Just checking. I didn't know, like, I can't see.
Imagine.
Thank you.
I've got to say this now. Imagine, right, going to Mackey's drive-through and winning a free apple pie or a fruit bag. And if anyone chooses that fruit bag over an apple pie, I'm sorry, mate. Someone needs to check their search history.
Mannix would choose it.
Would he?
But he is 7.
Well, yeah. Okay. Anyone above 12?
Anyone who's got a search history. Yeah. One of the main reasons, and this was actually the driving force behind what made me come to the decision that I was going to get a truck and get rid of the van, is my kids are getting a little bit older now. So I've got a son who's 7 and a daughter who's 5. You'll know that if you've ever tried to strap kids into car seats, doing that in the front of the van when there's 2 of them was becoming increasingly more difficult. I was also concerned about the safety element of them. If I was taking them on any sort of journey which was more than sort of 10 or 15 minutes, I became less comfortable with having them sat in the front of the van. And I'm not knocking anyone who that's your decision or that's your only option or whatever, but for me, it's just something that was playing on my mind. So I thought, I need a vehicle that can be both practical for work and safe for my family. And the only natural answer that screamed out to me was, of course, to get a truck. With that, I also get the added safety elements. I mean, this one especially, the Isuzu D-max, it wins awards for its safety. It wins awards for its comfort, for its four-wheel drive system. So I knew that I was in good hands, and most importantly, I was putting my family in safe hands. So there we have it. This is why I love my new truck and my new setup, and why making the switch from a van to a truck has been a really, really easy transition for me. And if you are thinking along the same lines, I suggest you take a look at the Isuzu D-max Vcross, because it performs on every single level. Take care, and join us again for another episode.